Hey warrior, if selling online makes you feel awkward, emotionally exhausting, or like you're constantly overthinking every single post, this video is for you. Because honestly, most women are not struggling because they're incapable. They're struggling because nobody taught them how to sell in a way that actually feels safe, especially single moms, especially women coming out of survival mode, and especially women who were taught not to take up space, not to ask for too much, not to be loud, and not to make other people uncomfortable. And then suddenly we enter online business and people are like, just sell every day. Just show up confidently. Just talk to strangers. Just pitch your offer. Meanwhile, your nervous system is in the corner fighting for its life. So today I want to have a real conversation about how to create peaceful income, how to simplify sales, how to stop emotionally sprawling every time you post, and how to build confidence without becoming someone fake online. And honestly, this is probably one of the most important conversations I could have with you right now because I think a lot of women are quietly burning out trying to build businesses from survival mode. And before we dive in, hit subscribe, leave me a comment below, and tell me honestly, do sales feel easy or awkward for you right now? Because I promise you, you are not alone if this feels hard. So let's start here. Why women think they have a sales problem? They don't. They usually actually have a nervous system problem. And I don't mean that in a dramatic way. I mean that so many of us grew up around fear, instability, guilt, shame, rejection, criticism, and scarcity around money. Maybe money was always stressful growing up. Maybe asking for things made you feel guilty. Maybe you watched your mom struggle. Maybe you learned to stay small to make people comfortable. And now you're trying to build a business while carrying all those invisible beliefs. And that matters because business is emotional. Sales are emotional. Visibility is emotional, especially when your income actually matters to your family. For single moms, this gets even heavier because it's just, oh, I hope this works. It becomes, I need this to work. And that pressure changes everything. You start overthinking, over explaining, undervaluing yourself, avoiding follow up, second guessing every post. Not because you're lazy, but because you're and not because you're bad at business, but because your brain is trying to protect you from rejection. And honestly, once I understood that, everything changed for me because I stopped treating myself like I was broken. So stop making sales harder. Now let's talk about another huge problem. Most women are making sales way more complicated than they need to be because online there's always somebody teaching funnels, ads, automation, DM scripts, scaling, high ticket, low ticket, webinars, tripwires, evergreen funnels, and suddenly Sophia's sitting there like, oh, I just want to make some money and breathe again. Listen carefully. You do not need a massive, complicated business to start creating momentum. Most women need one clear offer, one clear message, and one simple workflow and consistency. That's it. You do not need to reinvent your business every week. You do not need 57 income streams before the first one works. And you do not need to spend every waking hour online. And honestly, I think social media has convinced women that burnout is somehow proof of commitment. But exhaustion is not a business strategy. Simple scales better long term, and repetition matters way more than intensity. So, one thing I wish women understood sooner is that confidence comes from repetition, not motivation. The women who sound confident online, most of them weren't naturally confident at first. They just kept practicing. And that's why systems matter, because systems reduce emotional decision fatigue. Now, let's talk about soft selling, because this changed everything for me as well. Soft selling is not manipulation. It's not pressure, and it's not pretending. It's relationship-based selling. It's serving people, helping people, having conversations, and sharing stories, offering solutions naturally. And honestly, most women are way better at this than they realize, because women naturally connect through stories and relationships. That's why storytelling works so well online, not fake storytelling and not trauma dumping, but honest human connection. Like, hey, I struggled with this too. Here's what helped me. Here's what I learned. Here's a tool that made things easier. That feels human. And when people trust you, sales feel easier. Not because you manipulated them, but because connection removes the resistance. That's why I tell women constantly, stop trying to sound like internet marketers. You don't need to yell at people. You don't need fake urgency. And you don't need aggressive energy. You need trust. And trust is built slowly, consistently, humanly. Now, let's talk systems, because this is huge. You know what drains women emotionally online? Decision fatigue. What do I post? What do I say? How do I reply? How do I follow up? What if they ignore me? What if I sound stupid? That mental spiral wastes so much energy, which is why templates and scripts matter. Not because they make you robotic, but because they remove the emotional pressure. When you already have starter conversations, follow-up ideas, content frameworks, and simple workflows, your brain stops panicking every time someone shows interest. And that's powerful. And honestly, that's why I created the soft sales script vault, because women do not need more pressure. They need support. They need examples. They need structure, guidance, especially when they're tired. Now, let's end with this idea: peaceful income, because this matters deeply to me. I do not want women building businesses that destroy them emotionally. I do not want women believing success only comes through constant hustle, especially single moms already carrying so much. You deserve income that feels sustainable. You deserve systems that support your life, not consume it. And honestly, I think a lot of women are waking up right now. They don't want chaotic hustle anymore. They want peace, flexibility, freedom, alignment, time with family, and breathing room. And that's valid. Building a peaceful business does not make you lazy, it makes you wise, because sustainability matters more than intensity. And the beautiful thing is, simple businesses often become the strongest businesses over time. So, hey, warrior, if this video helped you, encouraged you, or made you feel less alone, leave me a comment below and tell me what part hit home for you. And if you want extra support, come join my Skool community, where you can grab my free money healing mini journal to start healing your relationship with money and fear around income. And if you struggle with knowing what to say online, definitely check out the Soft Sell Sales Script Vault, because I created it specifically for women who want sales to feel natural, supportive, and human. And if you're ready for deeper transformation around confidence, mindset, momentum, and breaking old survival patterns, check out my breakthrough course. breakthrough code course as well. Because warrior, you are not behind, you are not broken, and you do not need to become someone else to create income online. Reemerge and rise, because warriors do it better.